Hello everybody, it's Reese, and today we are filming a video that I've actually been putting off for a long time, but it's finally time that I get it done. So if you can see this giant stack of books that I have on my little bench thingy over there, those are just a portion of some of the books that I've read this year. And if you can see my low-key iconic bookshelf, you can tell that I don't have any room on these top two shelves to fit this ever-growing pile of books, and that I need to start a third shelf. This is a very daunting task for me because this has been like this for over a year and I don't have enough books to completely fill up a third shelf, but I don't have anywhere to store these anymore, so I need to get creative with how I put them up here. And you guys have been asking me a lot to do more booktube related videos, and so I thought this would be good because it would motivate me to do the reorganizing of my shelf while also talking to you about some of the books in this pile, which are the books that I read this year and like which ones were my favorites and which ones I didn't love and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully this works out. I don't actually know like what my plan is here, but it has to remain color coordinated. That is my only rule. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here we are with the beautiful shelf. I think my plan is gonna be to move some extra books down onto this shelf, but as you can see, it's like completely overrun by Funkos, so I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. First things first, I guess I have to take all of these off, so let's do that. So this is a stack of some of the books that I've read this year. Some of them are already up on here, but they're like totally shoved in. Like these are literally bursting. Like I don't even want to know what happens when I pull one of these books out. So I think I'm gonna move this over here kind of like a bookend and then bring like some of the black and white books down. I think this is literally going to be so scary. Okay, so if I just like oh no, if I just like pull, okay, that wasn't as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. This is one of the many books that I read this year. I don't know how to do it from this far away, but it's called American Royals. Would not recommend. This was one of the only books that I read this year that I really did not enjoy. Still read it in like 2 days though. Okay, I think this might look good. I think this plan might work. Some books that I read this year that have a black spine that I'm going to be putting on this shelf are Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Literally, I'm like very late to the party, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have already read these, but they were so good. Like they were literally so good. And I know they're making a TV show about Shadow and Bone, which I haven't read, so I need to read that, but literally love these. Could not recommend them more if you haven't checked them out yet. Okay, so I've made some progress. This is how I'm doing it for now. I don't know how I quite feel about it yet, but it's just kind of, it's what we got going. So now I have to work on putting these into where they belong. Okay, as I'm making something happen here, I do have some more books that I read this year that I wanted to bring up. So first of all, this year I read Red, White, and Royal Blue. I really enjoyed this one. I'm contemporary like romance novels are really hit and miss for me, so I really did enjoy this one and it was really cute. Also, speaking of being incredibly late to the party, I finally read the Lunar Chronicles this year, mainly because of these gorgeous covers that just came out. Like here's Cress, and then I just put Scarlet up there, and then I'm currently reading Winter, but it's really long, so I'm only like halfway through it, but I just started these last month, so I'm making progress. But it's literally like one of my favorite series I've ever read, and I can't get over how beautiful these covers are. Like I'm honestly sad I have to put them in so they're just the spines, because I just want to look at it. Okay, now I'm moving on to this shelf. I don't think I have enough to fill the shelf. I can't speak anymore. This is stressing me out so much. I don't think I have enough to fill this shelf up, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do next, but I gotta be creative, so I'll figure something out. Oh no, this should not be this difficult. Not the garbage truck literally being outside right when I was gonna talk. Give me a moment. Okay, so another update. I'm out of books. This is the extent of my books. Winter is really big, like I'll show it to you. Like, first of all, look at how beautiful the cover is. Like, I cannot get over this cover art. It's a like 850 page book, so once I put this in here, I'll be able to move like at least 2 more books down here. But for now, this is kind of what I'm working with. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to place the Funkos, and then also the bottom shelf. You can't really see it right now, but the bottom shelf of my bookshelf is the books that I need to read, and they're on the same side, and it kind of looks weird. So I think I'm going to flip-flop them. So it doesn't, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Also, I need to put the corresponding Funkos back in like their little sections, because that's how I have it set up. So I also have to do that. Okay, there's one shelf Funkoed. Here is the top shelf re-Funkoed. I don't know if I like I have to like push one section of them out to like make it work, and I don't know if it's working. Okay, now will be the most stressful moment. I have to figure out how to put all of the Marvel Funkos back onto the Marvel shelf. And I'm back after another semi-mental breakdown. I think this is kind of what we're working with for the Marvel shelf. This is definitely not what I want like my finished outcome of this haul to look like, but for now I think it looks fine, just for like as much books as we have to work with. As for some other books that I read this year, just to like keep you up on all the books that I read in 2020, I read What If It's Us, which is by oh, I don't want to butcher anybody's names, but they have written They Both Die at the End and Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Can I just please speak English? Those are both books that I had read. I loved Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I didn't really like They Both Die at the End. I didn't really like this either. It is a signed copy, which is, that's kind of fun, right? But I don't know, it just wasn't, like I said, contemporary romances are hit or miss. This was kind of a miss for me, but I can see why other people would enjoy it. I also read the highly anticipated The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. This was the Hunger Games prequel about President Snow. If you've seen my video where I react to my old Hunger Games Instagram fan page, I literally used to live and breathe the Hunger Games, so I was a little skeptical about this because I don't really like snow. I did think it was like interesting, like I read it like relatively fast. I wouldn't say it was anything necessary or like incredible, but I mean, as far as like a prequel or a sequel goes, I didn't hate it. I know a lot of people really didn't like it. I honestly did not hate it, but I didn't love it. It was just like, if you really like the Hunger Games and you're interested in reading it, I would just check it out. So yeah, that was kind of my rearranging process. It wasn't the easiest process, but this is what we got, and I'm gonna move back to my sitting spot now because I don't want to stand anymore. Okay, we're back sitting, and here is the shelf in the background, and that is it for the like redecorating portion. As for the books that I read this year, I didn't read as much as I would have liked to this year. I'm definitely hoping to read more next year. I asked for a lot of different books for Christmas from a lot of different series. I don't know how you say that. So I'm hoping to get some of those and just really get to read more next year. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more book related videos. If you're new here, you can subscribe if you want to. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!